Toni, and this is your daily tarot reading. We're going to begin today by looking at the Work Your Light Oracle cards. So, welcome to my table if you are new here, and welcome back if you are a returning visitor. It is such a pleasure to have you here with me. I am so glad that you could join me today. So, let's see what are the messages we have for you today. Oh, this just popped out nice and neatly. Ooh, I love this card. Play. Let's see if we can get that to focus. Click. Come on now. Let's be friends. There we go. Play. The next card up we have is Birthing a New Age. And the last one we have is, oh, wow. No. So, it feels like some of you have been focusing on working a lot. There's just this energy of maybe creating something new, whether it's a new project, whether it's a whole new life, whether, maybe you're working on your healing project, maybe your healing journey, maybe some of you are moving out, moving on from relationships, maybe some of you are moving out, moving on from jobs, or where you live, or from your family, whatever. But there is this energy of something new. You've been working on it a lot lately, maybe focusing on, it says right there, it says birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. But whatever this is, there's something you have been wanting to create, begin, do. But at the time, they're saying stop, pause, take a break for just a moment. They're not saying forever, for just a moment, because it's time for you to stop focusing on that for just a moment and switch gears. Go out and have some fun, play. Don't be so serious. Maybe even celebrate some hard-won victories. Maybe you've learned some lessons recently. Maybe I know I've kind of seen this theme this week with the earlier. Excuse me, my little dog. Where's she at? Clarabelle is fussing because she wants me to put her on her blanket. So let's just talk while I go over there. But I've definitely seen this week. Excuse me. She has to get under her blanket. She can't just sit on the couch. She has to be under her own blanket. Okay, there we go. So I've seen this week that some of you are definitely struggling with, should I stay, should I go? There's some fears that have been coming up this week for some of you about releasing fears. And some of those fears, when they are released, are going to give you the courage to leave behind situations, paths, or directions that you're taking that are not working for you, okay? And so you've been really focusing, it feels like. You've been really dreaming, healing, working, or creating on how this is going to look going forward. And so they're saying, hey, take a pause. Let's focus on having a little fun and those lessons that you've been learning, those, finding your voice, speaking up for yourself, not being afraid. It's time to let those lessons integrate. Okay, we can't always be studying. It's that saying, all play and no work makes Johnny a dull boy, but that's actually true. It's time for you to go out and have some fun, okay? You can't always be so serious. So let's see what the tarot has to say about that. We're going to look at the Chrysalis Tarot. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides of whoever is watching, we ask, what messages do we have for them today? What is their daily message today? All right, let's see. I love this deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. Wow, your card just flew out. So here we go. On the top row, we have death. There is Scorpio showing up. We have the Four of Spirals, or the Four of Wands. And we have the Page of Mirrors, or the Page of Cup in reverse. And so there's definitely this energy of it's time to let something you've really been focusing a lot on your healing journey, okay? Like literally, there it is, the Four of Spirals, the Four of Wands, healing, okay? Being I'm sorry, this is Four of Wands, not Four of Swords. Four of Wands, this is your home, your family, and support. Okay, I'm sorry. I was getting the cards are not called Wands and Swords, so I have to kind of remember off the top of my head which ones are which. This is the Four of Wands. And so this is the card of being supported and of feeling the need to support others. And so right beside that, though, we have, as you see, the Page of Mirrors, or the Healer. And this is in reverse. And one thing I like about this is it's saying you can't pour from an empty cup, okay? It's almost like you have been somebody who is either supporting others, working on helping others with their healing journey, or in your own healing journey, maybe getting the support you need. But this has like been very serious. It's almost like you've been so focused on healing, 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 that you're not seeing that there's just this energy of needing to stop, of needing to allow yourself a pause, okay? And this just this beautiful energy of almost giving. I just heard very loudly. It's almost as you've been going through life lessons. You've been learning life lessons. You've been taking what you're learning and giving that to other people and allowing them to heal through the lessons you have been learning. But are you allowing yourself to heal? What web are you weaving for yourself? You see, there's a Radna. I never know how to say that right. Ariadne. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, she's the web weaver. Okay, that's who this is. And so this is the story of what web are you weaving for yourself? Are you taking the lessons that you're learning and applying them to yourself, or are you giving? Okay, because this is what this is showing. It's showing that you've been giving a lot of yourself, but not giving yourself a lot. And so here we are in the present. We have the Wheel of Fortune. There's Sagittarius and Pisces showing up. We've got the Nine of Stones, the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Mirrors, or the Five of Cups. And so, yeah, it's almost like, yeah, the time has come. The time has come. You've really, like I said, in the past, this feels like you've learned so many lessons and you were willing to teach those lessons and give. That's kind of what this Four of Spirals here is, this Four of Wands. You've been the one supporting others. At first, I was kind of getting that a little bit backwards. I see that now. You've been the one supporting others. You've been the one who's been the healer, helping others in cycles that they don't need to be in, really helping them identify and see what they need. And so you've been very supportive of others, but you have not been pouring back into yourself. But the time is now, okay? The time is now. The sum total is now. And so the time has come for you to, I really find this is interesting, this Five of Cups in here. Please clarify, why is the Five of Cups here? Because the Five of Cups is a lot about the past. And so I feel like you're looking at the past, the lessons you've learned from the past here, and you're starting to realize, hey, maybe it's time for me to apply them to myself. We have the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Absolutely, it's time to start looking out for number one. And I don't mean that in a selfish way, or a self-centered way, I should say. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. Selfish just means that you're connected to your higher self. Being self-centered is what most people mean to say. This is not about you being self-centered. This is about you finally realizing all this lessons and all this support you've given others, all this help, all this love that you've given others, that instead of pouring into them, it's time to turn around and look at yourself. It's time to pour back into yourself, to bring to yourself a sense of stability that you are well deserving of, okay? And so I love this. There's just this energy shift here of you. I even like the Emperor showing up as the green man here, because we talked about play, right? We talked about you need to focus on you right now. You need to go do something for you right now. That's what the Emperor is. He's, this is the leader. He's the one who goes out, and you see he's the green man. And so what's he doing? He's outside in nature and reconnecting to, his true self, and enjoying himself and having fun and just being light and playful. And so that's definitely what this is. There's just this energy of moving in the present moment, turning your back on this heavy energy, on these, like I said, see how she's not even looking? Like she's gotten her back completely to it. Like I don't even want to deal with the past anymore. I don't want to worry about the past. I just want to do something kind of light and fun. And I love this because this is the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius and Pisces. Two of the most playful signs in the entire zodiac. And so they're saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with spending time learning from the past and applying those lessons and healing yourself and doing and making plans for the future going forward. But right now, right here, right now, stop. Now is the time to pause, literally, no. Now is the time, no, pause. Now is the time to maybe get yourself out there and have some fun. I even want to point out the Knight of Pentacles. He's the knight. He's on the horse. He's outside. He's riding the horse, moving towards something, moving away from what his focus is now towards something new. Okay, so that's what they're asking you. It's time to shift your focus away from what you've been. It just feels like it's been a very heavy week. It feels like it's been a very, very heavy week for a few of you, and it's time to absolutely. There we go. Nine of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, Nine of Wands, The King of Wands is in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. Right, what you reap what you sow. And so what are you pouring into yourself right now? Underneath you, supporting you, we have the King. The King of Cups, the World, the Three of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Five. Oh, interesting. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. So okay, so let me look at this. Look, before we even get into the future, let's talk about what supports this whole reading here, okay? We have the King of Cups, the World, there's Libra. The Three of Swords, this is that broken heart energy. The Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords, okay? So you are really ready to... This is kind of a deep dive. You've been doing a really deep dive into your psyche. You've been really healing some parts of yourself that you've been resistant to, okay? There's been some resistance to whatever this is in your own healing. As we said, right here in the world, you see how the world's showing up as psyche? I love that. This is kind of a deep dive into your inner world, your inner psyche. Really, the King of Mirrors, really looking at yourself honestly, looking at your emotions, looking at how they create the set of circumstances that is your life, right? And so you've been doing some deep dive, deep psyche right there, but as you see, it is now in reverse, okay? You see the King of Cups and psyche are now in reverse. It's time to step back from, focusing on healing that heart, from unlocking those parts of yourself that you're learning, from those inner struggles. That's what the Five of Swords is. Letting go of those inner struggles, and then, sorry if that was loud, but I just got very excited. The next card underneath is the Queen of Scrolls. We go from the Five of Swords to the Queen of Swords, which is knowing thyself. How do we get to the point of knowing thyself? How do we get to the point of shifting from, I don't know who I am, I don't know how I'm got here, I don't know why is my heart broken, what is my struggle, what am I blocking myself to, how do we move from this to this? Uh-oh, where's she? Come back. How do we move from that energy to this Queen of Swords, to the knowing thyself, to being, large and in charge of your direction? Well, here we are. The Nine of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Stones. And so really, you're really looking at, you've been looking at the big picture, okay? You've been doing all the deep diving. You've been going really, really deep is what this is saying. Really looking at where are your blocks, where are your unhealed wounds, your core wounds. You've been doing all the work, and the time, you've got plenty more time is what they're saying. The time for that is coming. But you can't get there, okay? You can't get to this place where there's even more layers to uncover and more understandings until you get yourself outside and go of, and I don't mean literally outside. It could be going outside and having fun, but outside of where you're at now, okay? There is some, you've been focused so much, it feels like maybe even just the last few days, the last few weeks, on moving forward, on solving the problem, on healing a relationship, on healing yourself, that is taking almost all of your energy, that you're not giving you're so focused that you're not allowing space for something new to come in, the solution to come in, the healing to come in. You're taking up all your time and space and not giving. What play does is it allows your brain to stop thinking. Okay, and when your brain can stop thinking, that's when the answers can find you. Okay, and then you're able to know what seeds to plant that are going to bear fruit for you in the future. The problem is, until you get outside, okay, I think this is very interesting. You have the King of Scrolls and the Queen of Scrolls. The king being the ego, the queen being the intuition, right? This is get out of your head and let the heart heal by going outside and having some fun. So this is a priority. If you are hearing my voice, you need to do something fun, whether it is today or whether it's putting on the calendar in the next, let's see, this is, I'm debuting this on I think a Wednesday, or Thursday. So by this weekend, whenever you see this, by this weekend, make sure that you have got in pen, not in pencil, in pen and ink on your calendar, something fun for you to do, because it's important. It feels like the only way you're going to be able to shift forward, the only way you're going to be able to get from where you are to where you want to go, is to give yourself a break. Stop taking everything so seriously, to allow fun and joy. Because here's the thing. You are a soul a spiritual being having a human experience. Go have experiences, okay? Go live, go have fun. It can't always be serious, 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 heal, heal, heal. No, your soul came here to experience the whole of all of it, okay? They want to see the whole spectrum. They want to see every aspect that they can. And so while healing and while peeling back those layers and getting to understand who you are and really revealing yourself is such a beautiful and authentic way to be, it's also just as important to laugh, to enjoy yourself, and to have fun. And so this is your homework assignment. Go out there and have some fun today. And if you can't, get it on the calendar in ink for this weekend, okay? All right, I hope that you found this helpful, and if you did, please be sure to give me a like, comment, or share this with somebody who might find it useful, and I hope that you will come back and see me in the future. And until I see you again, take care of yourself. Much love.